Good old Canadian boy said, I'm going home.
Yeah, I would too. Where's Fife again?
Scotland.
Yeah, I'd go home too. Haggis and hatred. Yeah. Stick time. Stick out. Stick time. Stick out. Stick time. Stick out. Stick time. Stick time.
And hockey.
Hockey.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back, everyone. Trade deadline completed. We are now out of the who's going to get traded world and just locked in on playoff time from here on out.
It got spicy. It got exciting.
It did. I was hoping for a lot more fireworks, in all honesty.
I was too, but
Yeah.
I mean, the teams that were active, glad to see it.
Yeah.
And you kind of saw it coming.
Yeah. Do you have any I mean, we can break down some of these individual like major trades. But do you have like a winner out the gate?
Like probably Calgary,
Yeah, that's a good take.
because they managed to liquidate everything and get out of their own way.
Yeah.
I mean, like, and also credit to Colorado for getting Kadri back.
Shout out to
Getting
shout
the
out to 'em.
familiar dog, fits in the system. Tons of center depth now. They're
Yeah,
geared
tons
up
of
to
center
go
depth.
through the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Calgary did a really great job at liquidating their assets.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was even left with Calgary still thinking they even could have done more, but when you move Kadri and Uyghur, I mean, what more do you want? I was, wondering why they didn't end up getting to monetize it like a Blake Coleman, for example.
I was waiting for that shoe to drop as well, but
Yeah.
I feel like maybe they got so tied up in the Kadri
In
deal
the
that
big ones, yeah.
that they never ended up getting to that.
Because
So
that came through like late, right? The Kadri trade, like that was a to the finish line.
well,
moment.
it was on the table the day before, but then
Yeah.
Calgary management blocked it, like the ownership group.
That's what they're saying, and I find that thoroughly unsurprising.
Apparently, the Blues did an entire internal investigation after the Parayko trade got leaked too,
Yes, I heard about that.
digging through phone calls and text messages and
Which I don't know, like word. I guess they're trying to. I guess they're trying to shift the blame, right? They're trying to say it wasn't us. It was out on the other side. They were doing that. But like you're going through someone's text messages. I mean, how easy is it to just delete text messages?
yeah, and I mean, even if it's on a work phone and you have all the records and like XYZ, it just raises so many like privacy concerns anyways. Like,
I do be wondering because I don't know the things. I be wondering about these insider sources sometimes because I feel like I see what people say about it a lot, like on the Parayko thing in particular. When I'm looking at X and I'm looking at Reddit, like a lot of people are like, "Oh, well, it doesn't have to be the team. It's often, a player says something to a family member and then it gets leaked to an insider." And like that just seems very impractical.
yeah, I so doubt it. I
Like,
mean,
what is
like that's a
like-
great way to push the blame into an anonymous, like nobody source that you can't hold accountable. But it's
yeah,
not
like
true.
there's no way like Elliot Friedman, for example, is like
Calling Mark Scheifele's like
grandma.
yeah, and being
It's
like, hey,
what's
like,
the deal with his trade situation? Like,
the only person I'd even remotely believe that for,
yeah,
William Nylander.
yeah, fair enough.
That's the only dude where I'd be like, okay, yeah, family confirmed source.
Yeah,
Say
also,
less.
Maybe Mitch Marner's dad.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Both of them had their parents in their
Yeah.
contract disputes, didn't they? I forgot about Marner.
Yeah, that was the big nasty one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah, good times. But yeah, I'm in agreement with Calgary, Colorado, Minnesota. They loaded up. I'm really, really, really just hoping that Minnesota loaded up all for a first round exit to Dallas.
God, me too.
Yeah. that'd
Oh,
be so
God.
nice.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. This Minnesota roster looks sick, and one of my favorite stories is the uniting of the brothers. That's incredible.
Sure.
Two brothers.
Two brothers. It's one of the best Minnesota Wild rosters I've ever looked at, for sure.
Yeah. Do you think it's enough to get him past the line, though? Because we were talking about how, yeah, Quinn Hughes is definitely going to make you look incredible in the regular season. And it has. It has.
Yeah.
But is that enough to get you through 3 rounds of, the brutal West?
Yeah, it's going to be Dallas, then Colorado. Like, could you like their path to the finals might be like it could be Dallas, Colorado, Edmonton. I mean, woof.
That's brutal.
Um, I don't know. That's not as of right now. That's not anything I'd want to bet on or against. Like, it's just a gauntlet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
Um,
Speaking of Edmonton, thoughts?
Again, as I feel for a lot of teams, would have liked to see more. Look, I actually like Jason Dickinson. I don't mind that ad for them as well at all. Along with Colton Dock, you send a conditional first. I mean, yeah, that's what everything costs now.
Got to spend them,
and you get rid of Mangiapane. But they needed more, right? I mean, Connor Murphy as well. That's another great ad for them. I really like that. It just again, as I feel for a lot of teams, that they didn't feel like they were all in enough, and especially in the Oilers' case, where it's locked in now. You have 2 years of the best player on earth at the best contract on earth. Send it.
Yeah. What are we doing? Like, it's time to be in on everything.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Womp.
How about you?
Yeah, pretty much the same sentiment.
Yeah.
I mean, like you saw the statement from Friedge where he was like, they made their bed in net, now they have to lay in it, and it's like, it's more than that, though.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's more than that. You look at the bottom 6, you look at the third D pairing, and it's like, there's still so much space you could have added. I could pinpoint at least 2 players for each position that you could have been in on for a reasonable price and made out better.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like the Golden Knights picking up Stick Talk legend Nick Dowd.
Yeah, that's a nice little pickup for them for sure. Not a crazy price tag on it either. Shout out to them for that.
No, I mean that gives you a ton of presence for your defensive zone draws in the playoffs.
Yep.
So, love that.
Yeah, Nick Dowd, and I quite like the Nick Roy move as well. For both sides on that, again, more center depth for the Avs. You can never have too much of it in the playoffs. They get Nicholas Roy out of Toronto. And Toronto, look, the season's not going well. You're out of the playoffs. It's not going to happen. You monetize. You add a first. Great.
I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with Toronto and their ability to turn heel, because a lot of teams would have a hard time making those kind of moves.
Because what did they monetize as well? McMahon, right? They got a second and a third for him.
Yeah, I believe they made out with a first, a second, 2/3, a fourth, and a fifth or something.
Yeah.
It's like they left with like 6 picks.
Now, I do have a unanimous loser, I think, of this trade deadline. And that's the New York Rangers.
Yeah.
That team's in a horrific place.
I mean, you just made a retool letter to the fans. It's a seller's market, and then you don't even sell.
And they did nothing. I mean, they swap, Aiden Thompson for Derek Pouliot. Woohoo. I mean, that's not any sort of buy or sell. And you do the same thing, with who's that? Brendan Othman for Jacob Battaglia? Like, one of those trades, like, just like minor league guy for minor league guy. And it's like, okay, Jacob Trocheck's still a Ranger.
Vincent. Sorry.
Vincent Trocheck, still a Ranger. And, what are we doing here?
I mean, you move Sam Carrick. Good. It's a third and a sixth. But, it's nothing substantial. And this is a team that needs a substantial move.
Yeah.
And more than that,
a couple of them.
They need cap space going into next season. They need to be able to actually do something on the open market, and it sucks to do. It's expensive. But, look at this roster.
But, who are you going to add in free agency? I don't know that any team can add anything. Is there anybody that's hitting free agency that's going to be valuable?
I'm sure there's a couple. I haven't looked into it yet. But there's always, 2 or 3 dudes that are very useful.
And, if you're retooling, rebuilding, why are you trying to splash in free agency?
I mean, New York, from the sounds of it, was looking at a 1 year, 2 year retool max.
Crazy.
You know. Excuse me, Jesus.
Oh, Carey Price hitting the open market.
Oh yeah, you know what? That's a sweet little snag there. You got Kale McCarr on the open market,
He
but
won't be.
he's not
Like,
going
come
anywhere.
on. Yeah.
Truba, Carlson. Hey, you could get a Shea Weber.
Yeah, Shea Weber, Carey Price.
Park that Ferrari in the garage.
I'm gonna I just feel like this
Jason
looks,
Robertson.
yeah, like this
Anders
looks
Lee.
fun. I don't see like half of these players actually hitting the market.
Nah,
It just
fair.
doesn't happen anymore. We saw it last year. It looked so exciting. Oh, look at all these names, and then by the time you got to the actual like market opening, it was like, who's gonna get Christian Dvorak?
Yeah.
You know?
And I mean, we were hearing that talks were close on Trocheck, and then they weren't.
Yeah.
And it's like, you got to do more. You got to find a way to make that work.
Yeah, 100%. You have to. You have to get creative. It's the same way I feel about a team that I really despise talking about these days, and the Vancouver Canucks.
What are they doing?
Yeah, just absolutely nothing creative, right?
No, and I mean, not really the best returns either. I feel like you probably could have shopped these guys elsewhere and done better. I mean, I get
only if you were willing to take back money, which that cheap fuck owner is not willing to do, right?
yeah.
You can't, like, Connor Garland's on his new contract hasn't even started.
No.
$6 million a year over the next 6 years for a guy going into his 30s. You're not getting a good return on that unless you're taking money back.
And I understand that like the Canucks weren't necessarily in like the hot seat as a seller for that one they were in the hot seat as a seller for that one.
Yeah.
Because his NMC kicks in with
July
that
1st.
contract next year,
Yeah.
and then you're on a 6x6 for that. It's
Yeah.
like woof.
Yeah.
But come on.
No, it's just like
Create
I
some-
don't hate the return for the player. Like a second and a third, that makes sense to me for an undersized winger going into his 30s.
But it could have been better.
Yes,
And-
if you do what other smart teams do, like the Chicago Blackhawks, who add Mangiapane from the Oilers to make sure that pick gets juiced to a first because they're solving other teams' problems. Canucks have no interest in doing that, which leaves you here with the same place they're always in, which is not enough and not good enough.
It's insane. It's insane.
I mean, it's
I-
par for the course.
Wasn't even expecting trades to go through. When I saw them go through, I was like, that's exciting. Wow. And I opened my phone and was underwhelmed every time.
This is what a rebuild has to do, though, right? When you're a Canucks type rebuild, like, you don't have the reason you're in a Canucks rebuild right now is because you don't have premium assets to move, really. So when you're moving the non-premium assets, you need to get creative to juice those returns.
Hey, you got to sweeten the pot. There's no
Although-
way around it.
Even then, right? Like, I think the prioritization is insane, right? To prioritize moving two of the, like, guys that are considered like the heart and soul of the team, you know, Tyler Myers and Connor Garland, to prioritize moving those guys over Philip Hronek, who,
Would be very sought after if you
I
made him
mean,
available.
yeah, he would have been the best right-handed D on the market this year.
Oh, for sure. I think Edmonton would have been in on it.
Now, he does have an NMC, but I can't imagine he's loving his life right now.
No, I mean his line mate in Quinn Hughes is gone. I'd want out too. Send me to a cup contender, dog. Like, get me out of here. I'm
And
almost.
I mean, Elias Pettersson. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Granted, PJ, you mentioned that you don't really think that moving big deals in the off season matters.
Like, I think it's just like a corny saying.
That, like, oh, it's something that's better done in the off season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair. It's tough because I can't really think off the top of my head of like big deals that were off season deals.
Like, the only one I could think of was Erik Karlsson to Pittsburgh.
EK 65.
But, like, these big trades are happening mid-season. I guess to Chuck.
Yeah, Kachuk. Yeah, because I don't really know that they are. They seem to be like they are when they're expiring deals. But, like,
Yeah.
I guess I'd have to find out how many, $10 million plus players get traded often to begin with. I feel like it's not all that often that a $10+ million player that's not expiring is getting moved. But that seems more like an off-season move to me than at the deadline move.
The only reason I'd see it being more of like an off-season move this year is because you want the assurance on where the cap's at before you buy into something.
Right.
Especially if you're taking on like risky money like Calgary did with Uyghur.
Yeah.
Or not Uyghur, sorry, frickin' Huberdeau.
Yeah.
Like you don't want that situation.
Yeah.
Where you're
Yeah.
tied to this guy who's now making 10 mil and
Mhm.
needs to be on your second line, but reasonably should be on your third or fourth. Yeah, it's a bad situation real quickly, right? Like,
Yeah.
So don't envy that. But
Yeah, whatever. Cooked organization. And honestly, look, not to like shift this over to you.
Devils too.
Cooked deadline for the Devils too.
Did nothing.
Yeah.
Directionless.
Completely.
Fire fits. It's over.
Honestly, with the Devils, I was directionless is perfect because I was thinking that this morning. Like honestly, I wouldn't have been mad if they went all in, and I wouldn't have been mad if they started selling some stuff either.
But they
just
did
do
neither.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, they did neither, and it's insane. And now you've kind of soured the pot on a lot of dudes.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not in good standing with Dougie Hamilton.
No.
You're not in good standing with Simone Nemec, who's
No.
coming up on a contract extension and
Yep.
just fired his agent. So that really doesn't look good in an incumbent.
No.
Like that's concerning.
Yeah.
And you do nothing.
And
I
you
mean,
do friggin' nothing.
The playoffs are over. You have a 1.5% chance of making playoffs. You have to win out. It's essentially you're playing playoffs for the next 20 games already.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like what are we doing?
Yeah. 100%.
Either move something or buy everything and get ready for next year. But like this whole like just punting forward, like there's no more room to punt forward.
No.
We're at the end of the pitch.
Yeah. Yeah. 100% we are.
Are you going to throw the ball to the middle or are you going to kick it back to half? Because like you are out of field.
Yeah. 100%. It really is a shame that Buffalo didn't get Parayko.
That would have been crazy. What a decor. I was
Yeah.
kind of blown away by that. I mean, we can talk about the Ducks because I mean they have a pretty
Claro.
solid decor as well.
Yeah.
They're
Big time.
old, don't get me wrong, but I mean
Very old.
when you have such a young team in the forward group,
Mm-hmm.
having some of these older, gruffer, tougher dudes, it's kind of what you need in like
And
a
even-
Trouba and a Gudis.
And even in the decor, right? Like guys like Jackson Lacombe are still figuring out the league. He's only 21 years old, right?
That's a great guy to put beside a Carlson.
Yeah.
And they will
Any
be
of those
playing
three,
beside
right?
each other. Yeah, absolutely.
Probably Carlson or Gudis over the Trouba train, but
Oh, Trouba's definitely going to be on the third line now for sure. And
exciting though. for them.
it's super exciting. The Ducks are must-watch hockey now.
Yeah.
I mean, they were already getting there, but like, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
they're
more
still,
than just youth hockey now.
Yeah, they're still having some of those growing pains, right? It's mostly just consistency things, I think, but
But they got past the that's cute stage.
yeah, they're
like-
showing that they have a high gear when
like-
they get into it.
Like when Montreal does stuff, I feel like we're still like, that's cute, you know? Like, that's cute.
Sure.
But when the Ducks do something, I'm kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they're cooking.
Like this is taking shape.
yeah, that's fair.
Like if the Habs get on a 5-game heater, I'm like, yeah, they'll be good one year.
Yeah.
They'll be good soon.
Yeah.
The
fair.
Ducks, I'm like, they're going to be good next year. They're going to be good now.
Honestly, I feel like it's always one of those cop-out kind of things to say about a team, but I do kind of think the Habs are there just needing a goalie.
Yeah, it might be a little bit of a devil situation where you're waiting for the guy to develop and take the seat, but like, we don't got time for that.
Yeah. PJ, do you have any thoughts on the Pittsburgh Penguins over the trade deadline?
No, really.
They didn't do much.
Quiet deadline. You spent a third for Soderblom.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is, to be honest. But
Yeah.
It's like a third, fourth liner.
he was like 6'8".
Yeah, he's freaking massive. He's
Yeah.
impossible to miss.
I was fine with it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to like overspend
Yeah. Yeah.
for sure. And I was fine with them not selling any pieces.
Right.
Like, I'm not saying this because it's the Islanders, but like the Islanders are wilding.
I'm in agreement with that.
I think the Islanders are also in a place where they kind of gotta push, though. I mean, like,
Why?
well, think about all of their forward talent and how it's aging. I mean, you're already looking at the back end of a Bo Horvat. You're already looking at the back end of an Anders Lee. You're looking at the
Barzell.
back end of a Barzell. You're looking at the, pause, by the way, for all three of those. Ayo.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was crazy. And none of y'all caught it. But like you're looking
I'm
at the
chilling.
back end of all of these guys' careers already, and like you haven't done shit. And then you have a guy like Schaefer in the organization. It's an absolute diamond in the rough. You can't sneeze on those kind of blessings. Like you have to start building a winning chemistry like right now, something that can carry forward the way that it did for a Tampa, a Colorado. Get these vets in there creating a winning mentality, because I'm sure those guys want to win too.
Yeah, of course.
No one wants to miss the playoffs. I mean, you have the goalie, arguably
Yeah.
top 3 goalie for the last 3 years, 4 years.
Cap forward.
Sorokin's kept that team together in like the toughest of times.
He's also completely anchored it at times too.
I mean, yeah, he's been terrible this year, but like that was just the beginning of this year.
And
He's
I mean,
turned it around. Give the guy some grace.
but that's also been his story, right? He looks like Vasilevsky sometimes, and he looks like Stuart Skinner other times, and
Yeah.
not the fun Stuart Skinner.
Yeah, and I mean, and then we get like further back into the decor, and we're looking at Pollock, and Pollock is also like getting older. He's still a very serviceable, quality defenseman.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of these guys are still in playoff shape, but they won't be in 2 to 3 years. They're gonna
Yeah.
be on the back end where you're starting to look at like, what do we need to get to complement them to make them more useful, or do we move them and start retooling and looking at how this organization is going to be generating offense in the next 5 years?
See, I'm in agreement, but like I have no problem with them buying at this deadline because they're in a playoff spot. Like you said, they're aging as a group. But you got the guy now, and he's 18 years old. And I think you need to be positioning yourself to be unreal when he's in his prime. And so, like, I don't mind, some buys. Like, I wouldn't have hated, like something like the Soderblom trade or even like a Garland ad or things like that. But when you're mortgaging first-round picks, that's a tough scene to me.
Yeah, I mean, look, like paying a first-round pick for Braden Shen, that's wilding. Like for sure, it's wilding.
With Drouin as well.
Yeah,
and
like
a third, and like that's a haul for Braden Shen.
Yeah, that's the Blues made away like bandits on this one. I will give them that. But like I can see why they justified it, and it might be my devil's trauma speaking as like, watching a team that should buy in principle, not buy on practice for so long. It's nice to see a team that's like, okay, like windows don't happen all the time. This is a gift.
Yeah.
We have one of the best defensive prospects panning out right this second.
Yeah.
Let's use that. And I don't hate it.
No,
like,
I hear you. Yeah, you got a little bit of that PTSD, right? Post Devil's stress disorder.
and I mean, like, look, the Metro's the weakest it's ever been.
Yeah, if you're gonna have a path through.
You better stock now.
Mhm.
Like, let's be so real. The Rags are out. The Devils are out. Those were going to be heavy hitters, and were
Mhm.
heavy hitters for the last few years. I mean, Tampa's interesting, but still not terrifying.
I mean, yeah, you only have two. No offense,
I mean,
PJ.
Tampa's in the Atlantic, but like you're gonna cross their path. Is
Yeah,
my point.
yeah.
Like that's a team.
Like, I mean, no offense to you, PJ, but there's only two like real threats in the East this year, right? And it's the
Carolina.
Tampa Bay Lightning and the Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah, and I mean the Tampa Bay Lightning don't terrify me, and the Carolina Hurricanes don't really either at this moment.
Yeah.
Not like they did last year.
Like, those are the only teams that like you would like consider like close at least to the like 6 teams in the West that are ridiculous. Like, you Colorado, Minnesota, Dallas, Vegas, Edmonton. I mean, that's probably it. Probably 5, but still.
Yeah, I like what they did here. Honestly, I think it's the best the best moves they could have made in the situation they're at. Do I think that Braden Shen was the ad? Maybe not, but I mean, You're lacking center depth. Now you have it for the playoffs. That's a vet. He's definitely going to look good on your third line. You can boost him to second if you need.
Yep. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think the St. Louis Blues made out like bandits as a whole, right?
Oh, for sure.
Like, I mean, they end up getting, what, 2 firsts, 2/3, Duran, Hall, Bushnet. How do you spell that again?
Bushnikov.
Yeah. And Marcus Gidoff for Shen and Justin Falk. I mean, they really did get a haul. And this is, we've talked about this with them in the past. When things go south, they just blow it up for a season. Good for them. I wish they had monetized Biddington, but yeah.
Yeah, me too. But I could see why it wasn't really a goalie market this year. Like, there was teams kind of sniffing, but not intently. Like, they were more into the defensive side of things.
Yeah,
and
goalies
the
are
big
just
tickets there.
They're so tough, right? Like, if you're a buyer, you're looking and you're going, okay, well, if we got this guy at the deadline, it's going to take a while for him to like acclimate, and then we have problems there because we need this guy running for the playoffs ASAP.
And if you're in a win now situation where you're on the cusp of playoffs, you don't
Yeah.
really have time for him to warm up either.
Exactly, yeah, and especially when it comes to learning a new system, an NHL system. I mean, good grief.
And I mean, look, all the goalies that were even on the market are not
Yeah.
typically like, they're not interesting to me. Like, we can take a dump on Edmonton for not fixing their goalie situation, but I think that's kind of dense to do when you like factor in Binnington's having a freaking terrible year. Whether you want to blame that
Yeah.
on the Blues being the Blues or Binnington slowly decaying into age, take your pick. But it's not an attractive, surefire bet.
Yeah.
You look and you have Connor Ingram, who's been off and on of player assistance, and no knocks to that. Take care of your mental health, but
Sure.
he hasn't exactly been in league experience, and when he has been in for some league experience,
Yeah.
hasn't really gone great.
No.
It's been spotty. He's had some good showings, but like,
I
not
thought-
great.
I thought, if you're looking for a selling team that has an actual goalie, I honestly thought it was like a no-brainer to try and go get Kevin Lankinen from Vancouver.
Yeah,
He's not an amazing starting goalie, don't get me wrong. It's not a big fancy name, you know what I mean? But he's a definitive upgrade on, Stuart Skinner was at the time.
yeah, absolutely. That is true. I mean, who is now Tristan Jarry at the deadline too? So yeah, I don't know. I don't really think that the goalie market was that attractive. The only other name
Yeah.
was Bobrovsky, and like,
Even though I would have loved to have seen them just add a depth, another one. You know what I mean? Like almost run the way Vegas did when they won the cup. Just have 5 goalies, and 5 $1 million goalies, and cycle them until one of them's hot.
yeah, it's not a terrible idea.
If you don't have a market for a big name goalie, a starting goalie, try something else, because what has worked or what you've done has not worked.
No, totally. And speaking of the Golden Knights, it means absolutely nothing now because of the new rule change, which apparently a lot of GMs were quite pissed off about.
I would imagine.
How that cap rule about, no cheating the cap going into playoffs came into effect after the season had basically started and they'd made their moves for the year, planning to cheat the cap.
I mean, I do understand that. I think about even just like in our Fantrax league, if we start a year and I got things all set for the year, and then you tell me the rules changed like right as we're getting into it, I'm like, well, why didn't we change this months ago in the beginning of the off season?
Happened for me. Every year
Yeah.
I've been in the league, we
Yeah.
match the cap. Cap goes up by 2, our cap
Oh,
goes up
yeah.
by 2. We match the cap.
Yeah.
And then this year we decided not to match the cap when it went up by like $6 million, and I'd already bought going in.
Do you know
I'd
if-
added like 3 defensemen.
Do you know if the commissioner listens to this podcast?
Oh no, probably not. With how little he answers
I'll
our
keep my mouth
messages in the
shut.
Discord.
Absolutely not.
I'll keep my mouth shut. It's okay. I'll keep my thoughts on commissioner to myself.
Commish, what the hell, man? Boost the cap. Do you
But
know, do you
like
know
facts,
the cap
right? Like
gymnastics I had to do to get through this?
yeah, and like that's brutal, right? Like
Yeah, like
That's trash.
instead of like an extra $4 million, I was over capped by 1.5. It was like, what do you mean? Like, I didn't even spend that aggressively. I was doing cap management. I'm still over cap. That's insane.
Yeah.
Boo. Boo. Anyways,
vibes. but yes, no, you were saying though about
Oh, what was I saying?
teams were upset about it.
Yeah, before that.
Yeah.
There's a
About
point.
the rule change.
Yeah,
Um,
before that.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
where you went with the story, but I don't know what your point was going to be.
Yeah, I got distracted with
Yeah.
the whole Fantrax thing. That stuff still has me pissed. Oh, Mark Stone. Duh.
Okay.
Mark Stone's out again.
Yeah.
Mark Stone, LTIR.
Yeah.
A Vegas classic. Death Taxes,
Vegas
Mark
classic.
Stone, LTIR.
I mean,
It's
at
a February
least,
special.
you know, that should maybe put some of those rumors to bed about it just being for cap management purposes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You know?
Performative injury.
Performative injury. Clear his name. That's funny. Okay, we should get into maybe our over-unders from last week and see where we stood on those.
I just want to point out that Oli frickin' Mata appeared again. I cannot escape this man.
Oli Mata's name, I feel like, is oftentimes like the most relevant name in hockey for no reason.
Exactly my
Yeah.
point. Minnesota messaged me and was like, I blame you. I fully blame you for mentioning his name.
Very
It's
nice.
turning into our Voldemort.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NHL, is built for the fastest game on ice. With player props and live betting, every shift, every shot, every save gives you options to get in on the game with DraftKings Sportsbook. New customers bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THPN. That's code THPN to turn $5 into $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over, age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in New Hampshire, Oregon, and Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/ftball. NFL Plus Premium offer available only to new and former NFL Plus subscribers. Additional NFL Plus Premium terms at nfl.com/terms.
So last week we did over-unders on the deadline. PJ, you pulled up all the stats on what actually happened here. Can you tell us where we landed on those?
Yeah, so these stats are based off of just the last week since we made our picks.
The whole week, okay.
So not going back to like 3 weeks ago or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We had a line of 4.5 first-round picks moved, and that over hit with 6.
Wow, very nice.
Big money.
Big money.
Who won that?
I don't know.
I honestly, we don't know. None
I
of
think I
us
said
remember.
under.
I think all three of us said under on that, actually.
Didn't envision Jason Dickinson.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Never-
had
never
a
do.
tough line
Yeah.
of 5.5 conditional picks, and that over hit with 13.
Okay, but
there's a lot of Mickey. There's
I-
like a bunch of like 7th
and
conditionals.
in all fairness here, like I set that line based on the 5 the year prior, but that was 5 only on deadline day, not in the week leading up to it. So I mean, we're kind of like these are kind of different lines here, you know?
Let's see right now though.
Yeah, let's see. So deadline day we had 1, 2. Oh my goodness. Keep going. Keep going. Right there.
Bobby Brink kicking off the day.
Yeah. Okay, so 1,
1,
2,
2,
3. Oh no, 2. Yeah. Wow, 3.
3, 4, 5. So maybe a technical under.
I mean, that's a line then, right?
That is a hell of a line.
5 total. Line was 5.5.
Wow.
There you go.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say right now that the rest of these numbers are based off the week
Okay.
because I thought that's what we was doing.
All right.
4.5 deals with retention, and that number did not hit.
Damn.
We only had 4.
Wow.
I took
Only
the
at
over
4.
on that. I definitely had the over on that.
I think I had the over on that.
Yeah, I
Dang.
think you matched me.
We did not have a 3-team trade.
Yeah.
We did not get a star and goalie moved.
Yeah.
I took both of those too. Damn, I'm wrong. I'm wrong about a lot of shit.
So this was actually a very interesting one. We had 1.5 players of 7 mil more being moved. And I think we all said yeah.
You two were hammering the over on that.
Yeah. I remember hammering the over on that.
And it actually did hit.
Wow.
Oh, let's go.
With what,
Unexpectedly
with
because
2?
of John Carlson.
John Carlson.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I look over and I still see a Devils picture behind Trill. So I guess Trill did not get moved.
Yeah, we got the
No,
under,
the Devils were so goddamn inactive on the deadline. I was screaming for
They
a
ain't
trade,
even
and
moved Trill.
I didn't even
No.
get one.
Yeah, they didn't even move you. That's crazy.
No, Simone Nemec and I both had to get new agents this week. It was
Yeah.
a pain in the ass.
I heard a rumor that you and Dougie were spotted at lunch together.
We may have been getting some steaks.
I-
Split a bloomin' onion.
I'm a little bit surprised the Devils let their players go out to eat still after the Jack Hughes incident.
Yeah,
Anyways.
we get to go out and eat, but we have to use children's cutlery,
Yeah,
Yeah, like-
exactly.
plastic daycare cups.
I do have a story for this week.
Shoot.
I'm at work on Thursday night, right? I'm working the bar. It's trivia night. And trivia night is not like heavy sports related. It's very general. You know, there's a lot of current events, geography, whatever, just random stuff. But she does throw in sports questions. Our trivia host, Kristen, she's awesome. And she's a big sports fan, so she'll throw in sports questions here and there, but they're usually softballs, right?
Okay. Yeah.
They're usually just like current event stuff, like a question about the Super Bowl after the Super Bowl, things like that, right?
Right.
And then this week, she's like, it's a sports question. First and last name. Give me the 2 twins that are lighting up the WHL right now, getting comparisons to the Sedins, right? And I'm like, all right. So I got a
Roke?
team sitting at the bar.
Is it Roke?
Ruck, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm good.
Hey, Roke wouldn't have done it. Sorry. That's an L.
Oh, what was it?
Ruck.
Ruck.
Yeah.
Roke.
Yeah. But anyways, I always help out my team sitting at the bar, right? So I tell them, I go, it's Liam and Marcus Ruck. And then afterwards, she's sitting at the bar at the end of the night, and I was like, was there a single other team that got that question? Like, there's no way anybody here knew that. And she's like, yeah, nobody else knew that. And I was like, why did you make that a question this week? And she's like, her man is a Flames fan, right? She's a Canucks fan. And she's like, yeah, well, we were sitting around this week just like looking up prospects and talking about prospects. And I was like, that is how you know you're a fan of a torched organization. You and your man just sitting around chatting WHL prospects. It's over. It's over.
It's so over.
Yeah.
I also want to just shout out myself because I drafted Bryce Pickford in the 5th round,
Okay.
and he's having an insane goddamn season. Jay, can you pull up Bryce Pickford's stats really quick? Captain of the Medicine Hat Tigers.
Okay.
Bro's not human. Like, he has 78 points.
Age 19.
42 goals in
season.
50 games.
Muy bien.
42 goals in 50 games. He's a defenseman.
Way to go, Bryce. Okay.
Good frickin' God.
3rd round pick for the Habs.
With 78 PIMs.
Atta guy.
The dude's just picking up Gordie Howe's every night.
Let's go.
That's my king.
Wow. Special.
Picked him up in the 5th round. Just wanted to shout myself out for that.
Yeah, congrats.
Speaking
I
of
suppose.
just WHL prospects, we're really all over the map now. But
Yeah,
hey,
we're really everywhere now. Do we have anything else we want to get to today? I think that's the majority of all of our deadline fun.
yeah, no. Oh, actually, I meant to get to this last week, and I never did get to. But let's pick up on the Fife Flyers saga because you know what,
Okay.
like the head coach
Mm.
stepped down from the organization last week.
Okay.
Said he can no longer in good faith coach this team and be a
that's
part of the
beautiful.
organization.
Beautiful.
Following a David Booth LGBTQIA incident,
Yeah.
canceling of the Pride Night literal
Yeah.
hours before puck drop.
And then didn't Milan Lucic, is he on that team still?
And Milan Lucic is on that frickin' team too.
Yeah, didn't he just like punch his teammate in the face?
I missed that part.
Maybe, okay, and maybe can we look that up, because I think I just saw it on X, and like maybe
Yeah,
It was old.
Lucic punches teammate after game.
posted. Yeah.
Yeah, he was going as team after the game. Talks to his wife like that too.
Yeah, that's what they say.
I hate this guy. Get this hunchback off the ice.
Like honestly though, honestly,
He looks like every dude who's come after me in beer league.
hang him up, man.
Just yeah.
Like
Take a
why are you why are you even rattled?
take a page out of Sean Avery's book, tie those skates together,
Yeah.
and throw them in the fucking river.
Huck
It's
him into the
over
river. Yeah, it's done. You're playing for the Fife Flyers.
in Scotland.
Who cares?
Their arena holds 3,500.
This is the same thing I say often to people getting riled up in beer league. Brother, worry about drywalling. Like, do something else.
Worry
I don't
about
know what to tell you.
worry about making your physio appointments.
It's crazy.
Like, yeah.
Shout out to the head coach of the Fife Flyers and for getting out of there.
yeah. Good old Canadian boy said, "I'm going home."
Yeah, I would too. Where's Fife again?
Scotland.
Yeah, I'd go home too. Haggis and hatred. Yeah. Sounds like a riot.
That's the title of the episode. Cut it, print it, wrap.
All right. Well, we'll be back next week as always. This has been a lot of fun, and now we get to keep all eyes on the actual prize, the NHL playoffs coming up pretty soon. We'll have some fun segments over the next little bit, and yeah.
I'm so goddamn excited for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Simultaneously, so not excited for hockey as a Devils fan.
Well, yeah, there is that part. Sorry about that. I mean, same. If I had to rank my excitement to watch Canucks hockey on a scale of 1 to 10, -8.
Yeah. I haven't watched Devils hockey since the holiday break.
No, and actually, I've been watching quite a bit of NHL hockey again. Have not watched any Canucks hockey and have no intention on doing so.
I've been keeping up.
Yeah.
But I don't check the Devils in my NHL app, which is so
No.
crazy. It's like, oh, let's see how the games are going tonight.
Yeah, who cares?
Skip.
Who cares?
I still get the pop-up notifications.
No.
It's like, Devils tied the game just for Brett. It's like, yeah, that won't last long. Phone buzzes 2 minutes later.
Yeah.
It didn't last long.
Oh, of course not.
No.
So, yeah, PJ, you got anything else?
Nah.
Beautiful. In that case, I'll see you. We'll see you all next week. As always, I'm Tico. This is my co-host.
I'm yours truly.
Over there, we got the producer.
Producer Jay.
Keep your dang head up.
Keep your head up.
Boom.
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 Stick talk. Stick talk. Stick talk. Stick